Should you bulk up or should you cut? Let's find out the answer in that video. So in my life, I've experimenting both. I've experimenting with bulking. So when I was bulking, I was trying to get more weight, all right, and trying to get more muscle. I was looking like this post-workout. And I've also did some experiment to try to cut, all right. I've did both. So right now, I want to give you clarity on taking that decision. Number one, if your body fat percentage is above 12%, you need to cut. And most guys in the gym that I see during their first day, they don't have abs, all right? They carry way too much fat. So most of you guys that's trying to get that like great looking athletic body, you need to cut, all right? You need to cut first. And let me tell you why. The thing is because when you are getting fatter, the amount of fat cells that you have in your body are only multiplying, and these fat cells that you have in your body are never going away. So let me explain that. Number one, you start with, let's say, like 2 fat cells, and they're going to multiply into 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. But when you are cutting, your fat cells are not going from like 32, 16, 8, and 2. When you're cutting and you're losing body fat, your fat cells go from like 32 and they just shrink in size to 32 and they never go away. So because the fat cells never go away, and that has been proven scientifically, it means that when you get fat one time, it is easier for you to get fat a second time, to get fat a third time. Why? Because you're going to carry more fat cells. So that's why like I never want to be like really fat, because I know that if I'm get fat, I'm going to have more fat cells and it's going to be easier for me to get fat. So I want to stay lean during the whole year and just gain muscle mass slowly. That's it. So how to know if your body fat percentage is higher than 12%? Well, if you carry a beer belly, obviously your body fat percentage is at more than 12%. But if you are seeing your abs and you are already lean, then don't cut first. You need to bulk up first. So now, how can you know if your body fat is at 12%? Well, there's different ways to assess that. If you are in a gym that has equipment, you can use the electrical machines, the ones that you go and you put your arms and you stand up and then the current passes in your body and then it's going to tell you what your body fat percentage is. And when you're at 12% body fat, then you can decide, okay, what do I want to do? Do I want to like gain more muscle mass or I want to cut? Which one do you want to do? Now you have the power to choose, depending on what's your priority. Now let's figure out how can you cut. Number one, I've addressed that in many videos, how to cut. But if you want to get the best quality information, make sure to get the book, Summer Body. This is the best book. I mean, this is quality information at a cheap price. Get it live on Amazon. This is if you get the Kindle version, what are you going to get inside? You're going to get inside the grocery list that you can use today. So, okay, you can go at your Provigo, Super C, Metro, and you can go, all right, use the grocery list inside that book and then only eat that. What else? In that book, you're going to find out exactly what is, like, for example, a type of breakfast that you can eat during the day. And you're going to have, like, quality information and strategies that are going to help you to cut to get that summer body. So, understand that in the book Summer Body, this is mostly for cutting. There's information that can help you to gain muscle mass and stay lean, but the book Summer Body is mostly for cutting. The strategies inside are very good, okay? So, most of the guys in the gym needs to cut. The only guys that need to gain like more muscle mass and that need to bulk first are the guys that are very skinny. The guys that are just like bones, okay? The guys that are like 6'2" and that weigh around like 160. Instead, like my body weight, I'm around 185 to like 190 pounds. So, I can take the decision to bulk up. But because when you decide to bulk up, you take the risk to carry more fat cells. That's it. You carry the risk to have more fat cells. So when you bulk up, what's important is that you need to always measure your waist circumference. Let's say when I bulk up, if I start, for example, my bulk and I'm at 81 centimeter, the waist, make sure that I'm not getting too high, because I know that as I'm gaining body weight, my waist circumference are going to go is going to go up. Okay, so you make sure to measure that, because you don't want to. I never want to see the abs fading away for too long. Okay, so that's a quick tip. So understand that if your body fat percentage is above 12%, you need to cut first, and use that information. Okay, peace.